everyone. Thanks so much for joining me. Welcome to everyone who's coming on. Welcome to all of my replay viewers. Thanks so much for showing up. Hey guys, thanks so much for coming on. If this is your first time with me, my name is Keely and I'm the owner of lovehopeadventure.com. And I blog about the marriage relationship, and I talk about getting closer to your spouse and ways you can be more intimate with one another. And today I wanted to just talk to you about, I got to go on a date last night with my husband. That's always so much fun. I think it's really important that you go out with your spouse regularly as much as you can. And I have 3 kids, so I know how hard it is to get out, to find sitters, to be able to even afford that. So we do a lot of at-home dates, but last night we had the opportunity to go out, and it was a lot of fun to be together. Hello, thanks for coming on. And I wanted to tell you about the 3 questions that we ended up asking each other last night while we were talking, and I thought these were really cool conversation starters, and it allowed us to have some very meaningful conversations. So I have these 3 cards. They come from a deck a friend of mine bought for me. I'll have to find what that deck is, and hopefully I can link to it at some point on my website because I've really liked this cards. So last night we asked each other a couple of different questions. Let's see, the first one we asked each other is, what 3 adjectives would your family use to describe you? And that was actually a really amazing question to ask one another. I think neither of us could figure out how our families would describe us, so we asked the other one to just go ahead on and tell us. So I was able to give my husband 3 things, hey Natalie, that I felt described him, and he was able to give me 3 things that he felt described me, and that was really awesome because, you know, my husband and I had been together, married for 12 years. And today is actually our dating anniversary. We started dating this day 18 years ago. And so we've been together for a really long time. And it was really neat to answer that question with each other because we're always learning something new about one another. So even after being with him for 18 years, I look too young to be married for 12 years. I'm 33. Totally old enough to have been married. I'm 34. Oh my gosh. I just turned 34 in November. Can't even remember my own birthday. I'm getting so old. So yes, I've been married for 12 years, and I got married when I was 21. And my husband had just turned 22. Oh, thank you. I'm not 26, I promise. I have 3 boys. The oldest is 10. Thank you guys so much for commenting. But it was really cool. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, monoxide. That is hard. That's really hard. I've been with my husband, though, for so long, and I love him. And I love taking time to talk to him. So I thought that was a cool question. And like I said, we've been married for 18 years, or well, we've been married for 12 years, been together for 18. So just giving 3 things that you like about your person. Oh, what? My potted plant is not about to fall on my head. It's stable, I promise. That's really meaningful. That was a really meaningful conversation we had. Okay, another question we asked each other is, which fabulously impractical car would you like to own? That was another question. It's probably backwards. I don't know why I'm showing it to you. Yes, we were high school sweethearts. And that is I can't remember, spider plant. And I call it like the friendship bread of plants, because if you've ever done friendship bread starters where you have to like set that nasty smelling goo all over your house and then you give it away and you're like, okay, here's the starter for your bread. This is the same thing with these spider plants. And this is very off topic. You pull this part off, put it in water, and you reroot it. And I have these everywhere. So does it require a lot of water and sunlight? Actually, no. It's like one of the best office plants you could ever have, because it doesn't require that much. Okay, so as far as our fabulously impractical cars, that was pretty cool. We both got to be able to like answer what it was that we liked. And the last one we asked each other was, how would you like to spend your elder years? How long have I been growing that potted plant? Oh, a long time, several years. My mom, I think, gave it to me before I moved here. Like, I actually gave it to her. I gave her one. So I killed it. She made hers grow, and then she actually had to give me another cutting. So it's probably been at least 5 years. It's a very old plant. So the other thing that we asked each other is, how would you like to spend your elder years? And that one we actually both really struggled to answer. Like I said, I'm 34. My husband is 34 also. And it's kind of start time for us to think about how we're going to spend our old elder years. Oh, you want to live in $1 million house? Yeah, great. I don't think I want to do that. I think we both decided that we want the ability to travel places, to be able to go see our friends, see our kids. I don't live near my parents. He doesn't live near his. We have to we have to travel everywhere. So, oh, you like spider plants? Yeah, I do too. They're pretty cool. I like a lot of plants. I actually have a lot of plants in my house, so I don't think I'd give them Gatorade, but good for you. So for me, we said we wanted to be able to just be able to travel. When did we buy our first home? We bought our first home, oh my goodness, 8 years ago, I guess. 9 years? I don't know. I can't remember. 9 or 10 years ago. We lived in a place called Fieldale, Virginia. My husband is a pastor, and he took on a church there as an associate pastor. And then we moved to another house so he could work at a different church. And then we've been in this house. We bought this house 4 years ago. So, yeah, that would be our story with the buying of homes. So anyway, we've been together for a long time. I know 12 years is a lot for some people, but dating is very important. And I'm pretty excited. We have another date already planned for next month. We're going to go see Piff the Magic Dragon. So exciting. I love that guy. He was on America's Got Talent. Definitely really important to me. And we made, my husband made a commitment last year that we would date more often. And we really did do that last year. We had the ability to date more frequently. So I think we're going to try and keep that trend up this year and try to go out maybe once a month. And if we can't afford it, then of course we'll do our at-home date nights. So yes, I like Chick-fil-A too. We eat there all the time though. All the time. We get the calendar cards, eat there all the time. So we do love Chick-fil-A when we go. Guys, thanks so much for joining me. If you want to see what I'm blogging about and learn more marriage tips, go over to lovehopeadventure.com. And if you want any show notes from today, go to lovehopeadventure.com/periscope. And yes, we do doable dates. I'm not sure what that means, but we went out to dinner last night and then we got some coffee because we spent most of our dating life sitting in a Barnes & Noble over a cup of coffee. Most of our dating life. Seriously. Oh, do I do double dates? Well, I used to sometimes with like some other friends, but we don't have too many friends to go out with anymore. So when people come into town or we go visit people, we'll definitely go out as a double date. So I was going to say, yes, doable, absolutely. Very doable. So we definitely love coffee. And I'm going to show you this real quick. All right, I'm going to show you guys something. I want you to see this. This is my coffee nook table. I have wanted this forever and ever and ever. All right, see this? This is like 2 little chairs, one for me and my husband. And we love this coffee table because like I said, we spent most of our dating life over a cup of coffee, just hanging out with friends, and we still love doing that. So I encourage you guys to get out there and date this week. Come by, see me at lovehopeadventure.com, and I will check you guys out later on. Y'all have a great afternoon.